starting at our far away farm. Got 5 things hauling, a truck, 4 tractors. Hopefully for a good day, get all that done over there. 2 baggers going, so I gotta run back and forth between the 2. Make sure everything keeps moving, so. I gotta go, another tractor's coming in now, I gotta go over to that one, so. All right, so we're just starting out this bag, so I gotta really be here to watch it because this whole load, I'll have to already let the brakes out here soon. So it's packing in, and then I'll have to let the parking brake off the tractor, and then those cable brakes right there, there's drum brakes. Those will help it pack tight and move along, so. Just gotta watch this for when this packs back tight, then we'll let the parking brake off the tractor, and we'll be good from there, so. Yeah, stressful time. Trying to run between 2 baggers, but it's good though. Need to get this stuff done. So it's starting to get really dry. Has some disease in the corn, so yeah, gotta get this done. Now we got the cable released, and the tractor will start moving slowly as the feed packs in there. All right, just running back and forth between baggers here. Got the old Kelly Ryan. That's 3 loads, so 2 24-footers and 18-footer in this bag so far. It's gonna be a 250-foot bag, and then the one that's on there yet is a 150, and we'll be changing that probably pretty soon actually. So get that one full, we'll put another 150 in front of it. We can fit 300 foot there. So after that, we'll be putting 300 foots, probably room for 3 or 4 more. Next to that, all right, we got 6 folds left on the Versa already because it's just a 150. And we're gonna put another 150 in front of that one right now. So I'm good. So there's time in between loads here. So I'm gonna go get another 150 foot bag so we can get ready to change that. Yep. All right, another bag. We'll get parked here in position so we can change it. Got Matthew, our milker here. He's sitting in the 105, or the 105, the 125, watching that one. And I'm kind of bouncing between this and just making sure everything's going good over there. But yeah, we're gonna get this one here ready. Probably not even a full load in there, and we'll have to call it. Those big wagons do like 4 folds, and there's 6 left. So we like to stop with 4 to 3 folds. All right, just finished that 150. Got another one on here. Watching the back fill up again, and then we'll let the parking brake off once the back gets filled up again. Hey guys, so we got 17 folds left on this 150 here. Packing really nice. And then it's probably about the same on the other bagger. I'll have to go count in a minute. Matthew's running that one like I said earlier, so I'll have to go check in on how that one's doing. Definitely working the tractors. It's hot today, hot this week. It's in the upper mid 80s all week, so it's really working these tractors. 2 loads, sometimes 3 loads. There's 5 things hauling, so one of the baggers gets 3 loads one time and then gets a break, one gets 2, and then vice versa. So yeah, it does get a break after like 2 loads or so, and then it can cool off a little bit, but it is getting pretty close to hot. Probably should wash the radiator out. It looks a little dirty, so we'll see how it goes. It's staying in the green, so that's fine, but a little hotter than probably I'd like it. So yeah, we're getting her though. Versa sure makes a nice bag. Kelly Ryan's not doing too bad either, but sure don't make a bag like the Versa, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll keep watching this, go check the fulls back and forth, and we'll probably be changing bags at about the same time as each other. All right, we just put a 10x300 on the Versa, and then we just finished this 10x250 in the cornfield here. Gonna put another one right next to it. This is what happens when you change bags. Nobody pays attention to the tractor. All right, just a couple more to unload tonight. Chopper's coming in. Got all the things down the road done. And our corner bottom calling it a night around 9 o'clock. They got their chores in the morning. And so do we. So I'd like to stop a little early instead of going super late so we can get a good start tomorrow. So chopper's in. 135 coming in with the last load. All right, there we go, folks. Last little bit of that wagon going in. We're done for the night. What a day. What a day. All right, turn the PTO off. There we go. All right. We'll pull away here. Not sure if you can see my thumbs up, but he's good to go. Didn't hit nothing. All right, good deal. Gonna let this sit for a second. Cool down. We'll be done. Sweet. Same time tomorrow, folks. Another hot one. Hey, there we go. Done for the night. A lot of feed put away, Matthew. What? Said a lot of feed put away. A lot to go. All right, came down here to our bottoms. These are really low down by the creek, and some really nice corn here. Up to the head, the ears. Some have the ears above the head, so it's pretty nice. A lot of feed coming out of these bottoms. I only got 3 people hauling right now, but soon they'll have a 4th guy coming here this afternoon. So came down, had a chance to get a little bit of drone footage. I'll hopefully get a lot more, but for now that will have to hold you over. So maybe I'll come back down when that guy comes down again and I'll get a little bit more. So we'll see. Well, now we're down to 2 wagons. Our 135 just started leaking hydraulic oil like crazy under the front end somewhere. Everything went too good yesterday, so this is what has to happen now. Yep. Well, we hooked our 105 that had the hydraulic pump issues up to it. Paul was out here messing with it a lot, and he thinks he finally figured it out. So he drove it around like crazy, and hydraulic temp light never came on, and pump sounds a lot quieter. So we hooked it to the wagon. Might be a bit much for that 105, but we're gonna give it a test run, I guess. See what happens. So yeah, crazy times here, folks. The verse is down now. Big chunk of this piece is just broke out of it. Oh man, there's always something here. we just started a new bag on the Kelly Ryan. We're supposed to have someone we know come bring us a bagger. It's a Kelly Ryan, but it's set up like a Versa. They got rid of the cables and made their own homemade cable on the inside of the bag. So we'll probably cut off the one on the Versa and hook the 140 to that. So I'll let you guys know when I know what's really going on. And yeah, should have let the brake off just a little bit sooner on this one, but oh well, it'll be fine once it starts pushing ahead more. Alright guys, this is a Kelly Ryan converted to be like a Versa, so it doesn't have any cables or backstop. Has brakes, and then inside there's a big chain, two big chains back to back, and they have these big metal stars on the end of them, and then those pull through the bag like a cable would on a Versa. So yeah, weird seeing a Kelly Ryan like this, but nice to not have any cables. Making a decent bag so far. Got to get it dialed in on how to use it yet though. All right, this bag's about full. 2 more folds left, and it'll be full. All right, another 10 by 250 on. Just let the parking brake off the tractor. 3 done. We're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, guys, almost done with another 300 footer. Just got to go up to that bag there. But we're getting down there. Just got that half the field left. 2 strips under that. 1 over here, a little triangle, and then 1 down by the creek. So we're getting there. After this bag's done, it has to go to a different farm. So we'll just be running with the Kelly Ryan at the end. So we're hoping to get most of this done before we just have 1 bagger. Got 5 people hauling right now, so haven't got much video of the chopper, sadly, but I've been having to keep an eye on the bagger with all the haulers, keeping them straight, putting up and down the conveyor so they can get up there nice and easy. But then Massey's been in the other one, so yeah, and we. All right, last bag on for the custom crew. Not much left, maybe like 3 or 4 acres. We'll be done. And then we'll have 20 some acres to chop ourselves.